Don't be that guy that gets caught slinging a winch line around a tree without using a tree saver. That's what we're covering today in How Does It Work? Welcome back, guys. Yes, we are still going through our recovery gear on How Does It Work. And as you guys saw me use last week with the winch, I used a tree saver or a tree strap, a tree hugger. I've heard all sorts of different names for this device here to help get yourself out of a situation and save the tree. Now, the reason this was created is because, as one of the names states, it is a tree saver or a tree strap. Because in the old days, people used to take their winch line, wrap it around the tree, hook the winch line to it, yank themselves out, and it would leave a nasty scar in the tree. Now, when you leave a scar in a tree, it doesn't grow back. It actually damages the tree, and it will stay there forever. And if enough people constantly are hooking to the same tree, doing the same thing, you'll eventually kill the tree. So they came out with the tree saver. And what this does is it saves the tree. It allows you to put a bigger surface tension or bigger surface thing on the tree. Generally has something like this. Some of them don't. This goes around it, hugs around the tree. It doesn't put that line in it, doesn't damage the tree, and it allows you to pull yourself out and actually gives yourself a little extra room here. Now, before we get to this, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's talk about some of the figures of a tree strap. A tree strap has actually been around for a while, it's just people didn't use it. It wasn't until like the early 2000s that a lot of people actually started carrying tree straps in their vehicles. What is a tree strap? It is roughly anywhere between 8 to 10 feet long. And when it's wrapped around a tree, it's only about 4 feet or 5 feet long, depending on the length. And it is normally a nylon style webbing. What that webbing it does is it allows you to put a lot of tension on there and is super strong. And kind of like the synthetic line on your Jeep, if it can hold a lot of force and tension, and if something was to snap, that kinetic energy is just kind of lost from the tree strap and it falls. But because it is webbed, it makes it way stronger, meaning that you can hook it to a tree and pull yourself out, your rig, someone else's rig, and you can even hook semis to them, and they will not snap and will be able to pull yourself out of your situation that you're in. I have found that the tree strap has been super useful. Anytime I have had to recover myself with my winch, I have used a tree strap. There's always been a tree around, thankfully in my cases, so I am able to pull my winch line out, hook it to this tree strap around that tree, and pull myself out of the situation, and I leave the tree unscarred. And they're super simple to use, guys, and they are super cheap and not expensive. Now, you can get some expensive ones, but for the most part, general tree savers are not very expensive and something you guys should carry in your rig if you're going to be pulling yourself out of a situation using a tree. Here in just a second, I'm going to demonstrate to you guys the proper way to sling up the tree strap. But one thing I wanted to say is, don't get this mistaken for a tow strap. A tow strap looks very similar, but it normally isn't as soft and doesn't have as good of a webbing and is more designed for towing, flat towing, pulling someone, things of that nature. This is not designed for that. This is designed to be wrapped around a tree and used as a static line to pull yourself out instead of a dynamic line where there's constant tension being loosened, let go off of the strap itself. This can actually snap if you use it to pull somebody out of a situation. I have witnessed people who have tried to pull their buddies out of a situation because they got their vehicle stuck and all they have was a tree strap, thinking it was a tow strap. They hooked it up to the hookup points and went to pull, and this actually snapped because it's not designed to be used as a tow strap. Here is my tree strap. It is roughly about 8 feet long. This actually came with my Jeep, which was awesome to not have to buy one. And it is, as you see, that nylon webbing. They come in all sorts of colors nowadays, guys. This is just like a very bog standard color. And this little gray piece here is part that you stick around the tree trunk to help protect the tree even more. And also it protects your rope, because putting this around the tree, after a while it can actually start shredding the fibers. See if this will show you. These fibers can actually start shredding. After a while you put this around it, it's kind of like putting a pair of jeans on over your skin. It's going to stop the scratching from happening as much. So let me show you off of this tree right here just how to strap this on. Now this is going to be up just a little bit higher so you guys can see. Generally with a tree strap, you need to put it at a height that is going to best suit your pull angle off of your winch. So let's say you're stuck in the scenario that we were in last time, where I was just merely pulling it. I could put this tree strap down a little bit lower on the tree because I don't have some crazy winch angle that I needed to do. But let's say I was stuck in a mud bog or a water spot, or even stuck on a rock. A lot of the times what I do with those is I stick the tree strap up a bit higher. And it's not because of the wacky winch angle line, it's because I don't want to pull the vehicle into that surface more. So if you're in a mud bog or stuck in a water situation, or even stuck on a rock, if you point it low and start winching yourself lower, you have the possibility of making it way harder on your winch itself, because now you're trying to drag yourself through that situation or scrape yourself over the rock. Or if you stick it up higher, that angle's up, you're actually trying to lift the front of the Jeep up more, meaning that you're giving yourself a better departure angle off of that object that you got yourself stuck on in the first place. When I was in Moab in Hey Joe Canyon and I got stuck on a rock, the tree unfortunately wasn't super tall like this one, but I had the tree strap stuck on as far up on the tree as I could to help with that winch angle. But let's get this thing onto the tree. All right, how do I do this? Very straightforward and simple, guys. Tree strap normally has two hooks, or two little eyelets that you can hook onto. I like to take it and run it to make sure that it's evenly distributed. I don't really want to make it too long on one side. It's really easy to adjust, but just how I do it, and also it allows me to run my hand over it to make sure the tree strap is in good condition. Then I'll take it, hold this in the middle, and if the tree is not overly wide, I can easily swing it around like so, make sure that's placed in the middle, and then I can pull this out, and as you guys can see, that gray piece isn't truly moving, and I can make sure that this is even, which is awesome. Sometimes in a situation though, you can't make the tree strap fling around nicely. Sometimes you have to walk around. If the tree's way wider, it doesn't, or if there's bushes around it, it doesn't. But it's real simple, guys. You can hook it on just like that. And now, as you guys see, this is wrapped around the tree. So if I was to hook up my line to it like I did in the last episode, I am saving the tree. I have shortened my distance that my winch has to pull some, because now I've got, I don't know, roughly like 5 feet of line here on each side, and I can pull and save the tree, and this is going to provide tension. Now, let's use a scenario here, because this is fairly straightforward. Let's use a scenario of you got yourself stuck, but the tree you have the winch off of is really small. It's this tree trunk right here. This is your tree trunk. This is the only one you have. It's the only one around you. And you're stuck. Well, let's say you hook your tree strap up to it and you put some tension off of the winch onto it, and the tree just seems to go like this. I've seen it. It's happened to me. So what do I do in that kind of a situation? Well, it's fairly straightforward. I take my lovely tree strap here, and what we're going to do is we're going to double wrap it. What that does is it gives you a little more tension on the tree, and also makes it so if the tree starts to bend some, your strap's not going to start sliding up the tree. So let me show you what that looks like, and then we'll go from there. Our wee little tree that's gonna break. And there you go, guys. I have double wrapped it around the tree. Now, like I said in my little scenario, what that's going to allow is, one, you shortened your distance on your tree strap a little. It's okay. But what it allows for is if the tree was to bend, which I can't make this tree bend. Guys, they're all pines. I can't make things bend. But if this was to start bending, this isn't going to start sliding up the top of the tree as the tree's bending. Or if you only had it just going around it like you normal, it could start sliding up the tree because that tree is starting to bend. Where this, it kind of makes it a very tight anchor point and can pull you out. Like I said in our scenario, the reason I showed you guys that is because it has happened to me. The situation where I was in Hey Joe Canyon and I had a tree to winch off of to get off that rock. That tree was a really flimsy little tree. I wish it was a small little pine like that, but it wasn't. It was this tiny little desert tree that had a super tiny trunk that was a little bit narrower than that in diameter. And when I put it around it once and put some tension on it, the tree started to bend and the strap started sliding up. So I double wrapped it around the tree like that, and it didn't move. It didn't move. The tree strap refused to slide up the tree, and I was able to recover myself off of that really poor rock choice. And also use the tree as my anchor point. And it didn't damage the tree. As soon as I let go, the tree sprung back up. It was fine. Short and sweet, right, guys? Using a tree strap or a tree saver is super simple, is extremely helpful in your recovery situations, and saves the tree, guys, and they're not very expensive. So if you don't have one, go get one. But that is how it works, and that is what it is. This is not super difficult, and it actually is really easy to wrap up, which I'll do here in a few minutes. But thank you all for joining me today. I hope you found this helpful and informational. If you haven't already, like always, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. You guys are what makes this channel happen, and I have a goal of about 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I think we can hit it before then. So go ahead and hit that button. And also, a link is in the description to all my other social media accounts. I'm always updating them, guys. I'm keeping guys in the loop on what I got going on. Also, a list of parts that I have on this Jeep behind me is also in the description below. But thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you all in the next episode.